Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Lauderdale Lakes, Boyd Anderson Cobras playing Cypress Bay tonight. Cypress Bay has already made it into the playoffs, and BA will be playing as well next week. This is our last Friday night game of the regular season, and we're glad you're back with us here at Cobra Stadium. I'm here tonight with my co-host Damian Hunt and Coach DC. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing great, Coach. Doing great. Glad to be here to see this exciting matchup.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward for a lot of hard hitting, a lot of fast running, and I want to see some thumping going on tonight. That's what I want to see.
Should be some big time hits. Both these teams are getting primed up for the playoffs next week. Playoffs here in South Florida. We're broadcasting. It's a beautiful night. Temperature finally changed. About 69 degrees. Very little wind. Like I said, we're at Cobra Stadium, and this should be a shootout. We've been watching and following Boyd Anderson Cobras for about 3 or 4 games, and if you want to see those games that are recorded and they're archived, all you have to do is go in our network. If you're watching from our website, go to our broadcast archives, and you can see the Cobras in many of our games. This is the first time that we've got a chance to cover Cypress Bay, and we're looking forward to it. What do we expect out of these? Here we go. Here we go. What should we expect out of these Cypress Bay here, Coach?
Coach, Cypress Bay, Coach Gondola has really got them rolling. You know, they've had a couple setbacks, but they run that wing tee and then they spread it out. So they're a dangerous team all the way across the board.
Well, we've got a Friday night high school football game tonight, folks. There isn't anything better than it in South Florida.
Coach, it looks like we're going to be matched up with speed versus power here. This is Cypress Bay is more of a power team. Boyd Anderson's more of a spread speed team. So can the power keep up with the speed, or can the speed stop the power? We will see.
And one thing you got to also take into consideration, Coach, is that you can't actually be too deceptive in regards to Cypress Bay's power. They actually have a decent amount of speed in themselves, especially with the leading rusher, Matt Days, right now in the season, has over 881 yards. For the season going on right now. They have a great passer in Lewis, a great receiver in Alex Montgomery and Kadeem Goldburn. I mean, you're looking at right now. So, I mean, Boyd Anderson's going to actually have to keep their eyes open too. And I'm looking forward to it. This should be fun. Yes,
Coach. We got Matt Days, number 21 there. He's also back deep to receive the kick tonight. Again, with number 4, his buddy there, Marquise Dudley Gordon. So we should see some. Boyd Anderson's getting ready to tee it up, so we're going to be off in just a second here.
Should be a big one. Got some big boys down there. We're up in the press box at BA. We're only about 12, 15 feet high, so we are literally right behind the sidelines of Cypress Bay, and they got some big boys down there.
Yes, they do. I'm wondering if they'll go ahead and let me play with them, Coach. You think they got an extra set of pads out there for me?
You may go out there and find out. You're a little bit too old to play with these young guys.
Folks, there's a...
Here we go. We're going to see if they can hold down Action Jackson, the movement of Hankerson, the Cobras, and that number 55, Mr. Young, that's going to be all over. Let's see what the Lightning strikes out here in Cobra Stadium.
Looks like number 94, Coach, will tee it up for the Cobras. And they're all in a bunch there. They're all excited. Looks like they're ready to go. It looks like they're just going to do a rush.
Yeah, they like
here they go.
There we go. Kick is a knuckleball. Short man up, taking it number 27. He's down the right side. He gets a hit. But, boy, does he pull it out to good field position out to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that's Coach, and that was some power hitting there already.
Number 27, Dylan Rupert.
Yeah, Coach, you're looking at him being a running back, 11th grade, 5'9", 175 pounds, and he took the ball off the bounce and tried to make something out of nothing. Did a good job, and we're going to see exactly what Cypress Bay comes out in right now.
We got the gold hats and the black hats. Here we go, gold hats with the ball. That's Cypress Bay. They come out with a I split left, twins left.
I formation. Gives to the tailback off the left-hand side, and there's Mr. Young right on his back for a loss of about 1, or if he did get back to the line of scrimmage. Wow.
Well, Coach, you got to block number 55 for Boyd Anderson. There is no way they could just let him run up and down the line of scrimmage.
That looked like Matt Day, number 21, the running back.
And I guarantee this one thing, we're definitely going to be hearing both of those names a lot tonight, Mr. Days and also Mr. Young. And, of course, he's more of a hybrid player, and they're going to see exactly how hybrid this team is.
They're in a pro with a motion.
Give us right up the middle. Picks up about 4 or 5. He's still moving.
The pile's still going.
Yeah, he definitely still has the whole snake pit on his back right now. And they did a good job in trying to snuff that out. And right now it's 3rd and short, a very manageable down, exactly what Coach Guandolo wants for his team. So we're going to see exactly how they're going to convert on this 3rd down.
But he picked up 9, Coach.
He sure did on a simple lead play right up the middle.
It didn't look that impressive, but it was sure productive.
That's all you want, Coach. That's all you want. I mean, they're doing something right now already Florida State couldn't do last night.
Well, it looks like they got a lot of beef up front there too, Coach.
We got Geronta Tay Lewis at quarterback. He just runs it himself and gets the first down, and he's still moving right up behind that center. Picks up about 4 yards.
And Cypress Bay does a good job with their linemen making it up to the second level. And they're making sure that they stay on their hats, and that was a good job. And that was a great call by Coach Guandolo in making sure that first down was completed.
Well, right now, Coach, the Cypress Bay, they're getting movement up front.
Absolutely.
Boyd Anderson's going to have to come up with a plan to stop the movement because right now they're outsized. They're outsized, and they're coming right at them, and they're getting movement. So they got to figure out a way to keep from being moved right now.
You got Justin Goldberg over there, number 79 on the left-hand side. He's 295 pounds, and they're running right behind him. Boy, blow a big hole, and Jackson has to come up and make the hit. He picks up about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, Cypress Bay probably outmans Boyd Anderson probably 30 to 40 pounds a man on the front line. So they're going to have to come up with some kind of movement on their defense. They may have to go to some type of slant or stunt to try to slow down these big linemen.
And that was a good job by Mr. Action Jackson. Again, another name that we most likely will be calling a lot tonight to come in on that tackle. He came in from his safety position to make that tackle.
Great open field tackle, Coach.
Five-step drop. He's looking deep left. He throws it left. He's good coverage. Great coverage. Blocks him off.
Who's that number?
That was number 18. It's number 18 out there. That's Warren Renard. We'll be talking about him. Made some big plays this year, Renard. 3rd down and about 3 yards.
And that was actually a beautiful throw by Mr. Tay. I believe that's the quarterback, Mr. Tay Lewis. Great job in making sure that if nothing else, no one else can get that ball. And right now, Cypress Bay is calling a timeout.
Well, as Cypress Bay calls a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports and events. This is the NCRA Sports Network. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports. NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right.
We are back to live action at Cobra Stadium. 3rd down and 4 yards. High formation. Give us to the fullback. He is met by Mr. Young right there. Wow, where did Young come from?
Coach, he just knifed through there and made a play.
Whoa!
That was a good job. And I mean, you're looking at right now that fullback Kaiser. He did what he could possibly do, and that was absolutely nothing against Mr. Darrell Young. Good job. I mean, that is what you want out of your ball players. That's exactly what you want.
Coach, if it's 3rd down, I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to find out where 55 is and run the other way.
Absolutely.
Bringing up 4th down and 4 yards for the Lightning, and we'll see what they call. They're going to rely on that big-time offensive line. They got 2 wide, tight set, offset eye, left, movement. He stopped, but he's going to let him get away with it. Quarterback takes off with it. It's going to be close.
No, he's not going to get there.
He doesn't get here by the mark of the ref out here, but boy, oh boy.
And in on that play again was Mr. Darrell Young leading the snake pick of Cobras on that play. Great job. And Mr. Tay tried to do a good quarterback sneak behind that big line of his. And somehow, some way, Young got through.
Well, as you saw, number 28, the back, he actually moved. But however, in high school sports, along with college and the NFL, if you move and you're a skilled player in the backfield, you can continue to move and you will not be called for a false start. That only accounts for people that are on the line of scrimmage.
Thank you, Coach DC. Obviously, we got a coach up here that's been coaching all year and read the book.
Yeah, Coach, you better read the book.
Stacked on both sides. We got a Hankerson back. They're going to open up. Looking at the wristbands, calls from the sideline.
Looks like they're in the 51 defense.
First
They're
down,
going
he's
deep.
throwing it deep.
He's got a
open.
man.
Man's open. It's a catch. It's completed out there for about 30 yards. Mr. Taylor catches the ball. Wow. Wide open, Coach. 30 yards.
Yes, it was, Coach. And if Hankerson could have led him out there, he had 6.
And that was actually Deion Hallman that was in on the coverage on that. And he just actually got caught peeping in the backfield, and the man ran right past him.
Yeah, Gregory didn't want to overthrow him, so he put it only where his man could catch it.
Got
Gregory Lee
back.
Hankerson.
Got Justin McDonald in the backfield. Give his number 32 up the middle. A little lead play. Number 32 is Tyrone Woods. We haven't called Tyrone this year. Good, they got it. Tyrone is a running back athlete. He's a junior. 5'9", 180 pounds.
And you got to also look at Cypress Bay as they look to the sideline to see exactly what defensive coverage they're going to be in.
They're playing bump and run across the board, man coverage, man free. Number 4 is the free safety. He's throwing it up again.
He's open.
Got him again.
Oh!
And a flag.
And that was Holman again. He just can't stay away with Lopez. I mean, he's doing a great job in trying to be aggressive, but he's over-aggressive and not turning around to see that ball.
As I've said before, Coach, at the high school level, it's very difficult to play with your back to the ball. It is very difficult. I would say put them back, let them see what's going on in front of them, and then let them play football. Playing blind is very difficult.
Yeah, I don't see how too many players can actually play bump and run, and very few can do that.
Yeah, Coach, I work with Darrell Revis, and Revis likes to sit back. He'll tell you, I do not like to play bump.
Well, that makes it a first down, and we are at 7:30, under 7:30 in the first quarter, and the Cobras are on the move.
And please understand, there is no spot fouls in high school. Although there are certain games that we saw that they did.
If you watch the Hialeah game, there's a spot foul.
Zoop! Oh boy, little late hit, but it was there.
And that he was rocked by Mr. Alex Montgomery. He plays both ways. He plays wide receiver and DB, and he made sure that he came in on the cleanup.
Yeah, that was an excellent throw, Coach, by Mr. Hankerson. He really put it right where he had to put it, probably in a bad spot, right in his hands.
Yes, sir. Mr. Lopez, I think he heard a little bit of footsteps, and they were big footsteps coming down on him and tagged him. We're at the 20-yard line, just inside the 20-yard line, first quarter with 7:25.
Pistol formation again.
Cobras is second down.
Hankerson awaits the snap.
Cypress Bay, they're going to blitz, and they're coming.
Throws it deep.
The bubble, and he's got a man.
He's touched. Oh, my goodness. That's a touchdown, Cobras.
And that was actually on Dudley Gordon, the junior DB. Just never turned around. I don't know what's going on, but the Cypress Bay DBs can't turn around right now, and they're trying to go press, and they're trying to be aggressive, but to no avail. Is that working right now?
Because they're being aggressive, but they really got sucked up there. They really were baited. The offensive coordinator, he kept throwing the go route, and all of a sudden he faked the bubble, and they jumped on it, and the go route was all by himself, and the safety could not get there in time.
And that was a good job by BA picking up that blitz. I mean, they gave Hankerson just enough time to get that ball up there. He threw it up where only he and the actual receiver knew what the ball was, and that was a good job.
Well, that was Renard Warren on a 20-yard reception for a touchdown. Renard is quite an athlete. The extra point is good with the score Cobras 7, Lightning nothing with 7:15 remaining in the first quarter. You were watching an explosive Cobra team take it to them on the first series of play.
Absolutely. I mean, good, that was a good job, and we're still only in the first quarter right now. I mean, hey, we're having a good time right now. I'm loving this. I'm loving seeing that this undersized, or what everybody else calls an undersized Boyd Anderson team, is actually they're bringing the party to this well-sized Cypress Bay team.
Right now, Speed's taking over, Coach, early in the game. We'll see if they make any adjustments and make changes. Right now, Boyd Anderson's speed happens to be a little too much for Cypress Bay at the moment.
Hey, Cobras, they strike fast.
Well, this is our Friday night game of the week. Cobras against the Lightning. He kicks it down there to the corner. It's returnable. Looks like it's number 1. Number 4 is trying to catch the edge. He gets the edge, but he gets ridden down. But he brings the ball out here to the 30-yard line.
That was a good job. And that was the actual DB running back, junior at Cypress Bay, Dudley Gordon, that tried to literally make something out of nothing. Look, he may have had maybe an 18-yard return and, coming clear across. But you have to make sure you know where your blockers are.
Yeah, that was excellent special team coverage by Jason Keepler.
Javon
Keepler.
Well, the Lightnings will start at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10, with the score Cobra 7, Lightning nothing. Let's see what they're going to do with that big line.
Right now, the Cobras are lined up in a basic 43 defense. Better yet, yeah, basic 43.
Gives us number 10, Alex Montgomery. He may pick up about 8 or 9 yards. Montgomery on a wing sweep. What do you call that?
Jet sweep, Coach. That was a jet sweep.
Jet sweep. Okay.
And Mr. Larry Hill actually had him in the backfield and couldn't bring him down. That speed actually got it to him. He got to the edge, and that was a great job by number 10, Montgomery, who actually also plays DB. We already called his name once before with that big hit that he had on Lopez earlier.
Coach, there are actually 2 types of jet sweeps. You have the jet sweep where you hand the ball off, and you have the jet toss, which is a pass. Actually, quarterback gets credit for a pass.
Well, they marked it about 4 yards for the first down. Number 21 is cutting it back up the field. He does pick up first down. That's number 21, Matt Days. And he's hit back there. Number 28 and number 2.
Matt Days is one of those superior athletes over at Cypress Bay, the Lightning, under Coach Gondola. It looks like we have a timeout on the field, Coach, a water break.
Well, as they take a water break.
6:12 left in the first quarter.
As they take a water break, we too will take a break. We are watching the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
Okay, we're back to live action here at Cobra Stadium. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. The Cobras have switched to their 52 defense, folks.
Passes over the middle. He's wide open. Number 9. He's breaking it for a long one. Long strider. That's number 9. That's Blake Worthington. Picks up about 30 yards down to the 15-yard line. That was sweet. Cover 2.
That was a sweet pass, and not to mention, I mean, you're looking at doubles on each side, and he just came right across the middle with that actual wing on that left side, and just came right in the middle, and he was wide open.
Well, Coach, it looked like they were in a cover 2, but then no one picked up the tight end.
It's a zone read.
Quarterback keeps it.
Oh boy, he slipped.
Faked himself out. you can't overthink it. Sometimes it's just best to go north and south rather than east and west.
Tay Lewis, he slipped. There was a goal line in front of him, and they got a grass. He got a mud tackle down to about the 10-yard line. It's 2nd down and about 6 yards, 5 yards.
They're back in the 40, Coach.
He's looking to the right.
Pass.
That was a fade to the left. It's a jump ball. Incomplete. Great coverage out there. It looks like Jackson out there. No, Is that number 8 or number 2?
That looked like number 12, Coach, for the Cypress Bay, Mr. Christopher Maxwell. He tried to go up at the highest point, but he was defended by the number. It looks to be number 8 or number 9, number 8 of Boyd Anderson. Good job in defending that play.
Actually, that's Jackson.
Well, Coach, they did a better job that time due to the fact that now when they jump down to 40 or the 50, they're actually jamming the tight end, which we had a free release before.
Double tight. Gives up the middle. Number 21, Matt Days. He is still moving. That is power football. Down to about the 1 yard line.
Excellent run.
Wow.
Excellent run, Coach. Matt Days, did you see how he turned his shoulders and made himself skinny, made himself small to pick up extra yardage? That's excellent vision and control of the body.
And that's exactly, I mean, they ran that out of an I formation, and Days just did what he could. I mean, you know, you can't teach that. That was actually high football IQ, making sure that he did that, like you said, Coach, making himself slender and getting through that line.
Well, it's first and goal, and I believe, yes, the Cobras called timeout to talk about this one. As we take a timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout too. You're watching high school football on the NCRA Sports Network.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
And we are back to live action here. It is first down with the Lightning at the 1 yard line.
With the score, Boyd Anderson 7, Lightning 0, 4:48 left in the first quarter.
But I think Cypress Bay right now is threatening to score, and let's see what they do. Quarterback is under the center.
In the eye, motion.
Give us that
Hand
jet
off on the
sweep.
sweep.
He
And
walks it in.
Yeah.
Made that look easy. That's Alex Montgomery. Wow, that looked too easy, Coach.
And I think somebody was supposed to be on that right side over there, Coach. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't supposed to walk in just like that. But that was great blocking by the Cypress Bay Lightning's O-line there. Did a good job, hat on hat. And Montgomery just literally waltzed right into the end zone.
Well, Coach, what Boyd Anderson's going to have to do is they're going to have to make adjustments. Right now, they're motioning and they're moving no one. They're staying set. So they're going to have to make adjustments. They're going to have to walk someone or have someone run with them.
Kick is good by Mr. Jake Bray, the punter and the kicker. Good job. He has a boot on him.
With 4:40 left in the first quarter, it is tied up. Cobras 7, the Lightning 7.
We definitely have a game now, Coach. This is what we're talking about. This is South Florida, Broward County football on Friday night with NCRA Sports. You got to love it.
Two top teams that's headed towards their playoffs in 8A for Cypress Bay and 7A for Boyd Anderson.
I'm wondering, when you get late in the game, I know it's cool out, but them big boys for Cypress Bay got about 40, 50 pounds on those Cobras, and they keep pounding them. They're tough, though. The Cobras are tough. What it'll do to them late in the game?
Well, especially when you have an engine like Mr. All Day, Every Day, Mr. Darrell Young, he just doesn't stop. I mean, he has an engine, and hopefully the rest of the Cobras have that same engine, which I believe they do with Jackson, Hankerson, Lopez, and the rest of the gang over there. And we got to see what Coach Blair dies up.
Woo.
Here we go, and they kicking it to number.
That's almost a field goal.
Actually, they kicked it out of the end zone, keeping it away from Mr. Jackson.
Coach, they kicked that out of Lauderdale Lakes. My goodness, he has a boot. My gosh.
That was like someone we saw down there at Sun Life, Coach. Who was it?
Emilio from Miami Central.
kicking 50, warming up, kicking 65-yard field goals.
Yeah, that kid from Miami Central, he's a weapon, Coach.
I don't even think I drive that far. Good man.
I watched him last year as a sophomore win 4 games with his foot.
I'll tell you right now, kickers are getting a lot more respect than what they used to.
Okay, Cypress Bay's down. They're in a 40 with a walked-up in.
Hankerson's back, single back in the backfield. He's got number 32 back there, Tyrone Woods.
He's audible.
Here's a quick throw out to the right-hand side, number 18, Warren.
It's a little bubble, but nothing going.
Renard Warren doesn't pick up anything. It makes it 2nd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Yep, and I mean,
looks like he got about 3 or 4 inches on that play. You're gonna need a lot to get 10 yards if you're gonna get 3 inches of play.
Yeah, and that tackle was done by Mr. Anthony Bennett of Cypress Bay. Good job in staying home the defensive end, and made sure that bubble went absolutely nowhere. He popped that bubble.
Cypress Bay's changed their defense a little bit. They're playing up close, and they're bailing.
It's a give on a reverse.
And he's swallowed up.
Warren doesn't get anywhere.
Wow.
He's swallowed up by a host of Cobras.
And they said lightning doesn't strike twice. I tell you right now, on that play it did. That was a good job by the Cypress Bay D. And you're right, Coach. I noticed that the DBs, they'll go ahead and disguise their coverage. They'll go into a press, what looks to be a press, and then they'll bail. And that's because they actually realized that they got actually some speed on this Cobra team over here.
Right. Well, that's adjustments, Coach.
You got Nico Marley that came up and made a big hit on that play.
We got Cypress Bay dressed in all white here tonight with gold helmets, orange pants, and black jerseys and black helmets for the Cobras.
3rd down and 10. Hankerson's back. Throws a beautiful strike in there to number 88.
And that's a 1st down, Coach. Hankerson definitely has a rocket for an arm.
Romello Taylor makes a catch. Great clutch catch. Boy, that was nice.
The only thing I would have liked to see different on that one, Coach, he did a good job in making sure that he caught the ball. Wish he could have stayed on his feet and actually fell backwards instead of fall forward instead of backwards.
Yeah, I'll take that go, Coach. I just want to make the catch on 3rd down and make sure I get the 1st down.
Oh, that is agreed upon. Absolutely.
They're in the 4.
That'll
Looks like a 43. They're walked out over the slots. They're bailing. It's a toss.
Will he make the edge? Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll make it 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Yes, and that tackle was actually made by Mr. C.J. Mercado of Cypress Bay. That was actually a great job in making sure he stayed out wide, and that way Woods couldn't actually get anywhere, and that was a good job.
Yes, Coach, that was excellent speed by C.J. I just didn't know how he was able to turn his body and keep up with that speedy back. But he was.
It's definitely a scat back there. And they're back in that pistol formation at Boyd Anderson. Hankerson rolls over to the right. There's a flag.
Ooh. Almost great catch, but it's going to be called back. It would have been called back anyways. Looks like we probably have holding, which we do. Now that's going to put him back 10 more yards. It'll make it 2nd down and 20.
Or 3rd and 9. What are they going to do?
Or 3rd and 9, correct.
Looks like they're going to take him back.
Absolutely. And one thing, too, I mean, Boyd Anderson's been doing a great job in making sure that their players, has been disciplined all school year. And I should say all football season. And this is not one of those penalties that you need, especially against this very talented and very suffocating defense of Cypress Bay.
Coach, well, it's 2nd and 20, but Mr. Jackson's been quiet. So Cypress Bay better keep their eye on number 2. He's exciting.
It's about time for some action to go on.
Hankerson takes the snap. He fakes it to the
screen.
Right.
It's set up.
To Warren. He's got room. He's out here back to the line, original line of scrimmage, 30-yard line, and he took a shot.
That was a great job by number 8, Boaz Joseph. Ooh. He made an awesome open field lick. And that's exactly what you want, a lick. And but that was a good job in setting that play up. The defense of Cypress Bay bend but did not break. Great job. And now it's back to 3rd and 9.
Well, Mr. Joseph has a lot to bring. He's 6'1", 190, Coach. He's real framey, and he's a corner, and he's rangy.
Hankerson rolls out to the right. He throws the ball. It's picked off by it's dropped. Oh. Number 15 hit him right in the numbers. That was Lucas Galeb.
And, Coach, that was Mr. Galeb actually limped off the field a couple plays ago, and he came right back in. So that goes to show you that he got not only mental toughness, he also had that physical toughness as well. And he almost came up, and that could have been possibly the turnover that would really set Cypress Bay up for another score, but he couldn't hold on to the ball, unfortunately.
Yeah, Coach, that one hit him right between the 1 and the 5, and he just couldn't hang on to it.
That was dangerous because he could have taken it all the way to the house.
And we're looking at right now, back deep is Mr. Justin McDonald and he likes to do that rugby style punt. And
Alex Montgomery's back to receive the kick, number 10. He's only standing about 30 yards deep.
Oh, high snap. Gets the kick off. It's going to roll. It's end over end. It's going to be a nice roll for the Cobras. That's beautiful. It's down inside the 20, about to the 15-yard line.
Coach, that's a 50-yard punt.
We're inside a minute to play, 54 seconds in the first quarter, and we're still Cobras 7, Lightning 7.
But you definitely have to give it up for the punter on that one. A great job. He kept his composure even though Cypress Bay was coming at him, and had a nice roll on that rugby-style kick.
Yeah, Coach, he was able to find some space downfield and hit it.
Exactly.
Like a golfer, you know, trying to find the green.
I don't play golf, but I'll take your word for it.
Trying to stick the green.
He found the green.
Clean game. One penalty. Game's moving along really quick.
This sort of reminds me of a Dade County type game, Coach, where it's just moving. I love it. Action.
First
Without
down,
the spot fouls, Coach.
First down and 15. Gives up the middle. Can't cut on that inside foot, can you, Coach?
No, you cannot.
Especially on the mud.
Yeah, the results will always be the same. You will fall.
But I'll tell you one thing, good job from Boyd Anderson defense, because, I mean, there was a lot of things that were going on that could actually confuse the defense. A lot of men in motion and, had two plays going at the same time. Great job in staying disciplined and everybody doing their assignment.
Coach, when you're playing a wing T offense, regardless of what formation they're in, you always have to stay patient because when it goes away, it's coming back.
Absolutely.
So you just wait. It'll come to you.
Clock is running under 17 seconds. Gives it to the wing coming around, number 10. Alex Montgomery. He picks up a few.
That should run out the first quarter, Coach.
That will run out the first quarter. And as they take a break on the first quarter, we too will take a break. You're watching High School Sports from the High School Sports Network, NCRA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Brews Room, great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. Found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
And we're back to live action here at Cobra Stadium. I'm here with Damian Hunt and Coach DC. We're in the second quarter. It's tied up 7-7.
Cypress Bay is in that eye again, Coach. For some reason they've been now. Here comes a counter. And he's got a lane. He's got a big lane. He could go.
Wow.
Oh, no. Jackson's on his heels.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cypress Bay. That was 83-yard gallop.
Coach, one thing I really do have to point out. Number 10 with that downfield block, Alex Montgomery. Beautiful job. He just actually shoved his man completely down the street. I mean, that was absolutely phenomenal. That's exactly what you want your receivers to do downfield. And exactly what you actually teach your receivers to do in blocking, that's exactly what he did. Great job.
Well, Boyd Anderson can go away with a positive on that play. That number 2 had some tremendous speed. I have never seen anyone close from 20 yards back. That's Mr. Jackson.
That was Jackson closed on him well. With
just ran out of real estate, Coach.
19 seconds, Mr. Matt Days takes the ball 83 yards, and all of a sudden, it's the 13-7, and we're waiting for the extra point. But that was quick.
Yeah, Coach. Old Mo's starting to change shirts right now from black to orange to white there. He's putting on a white shirt right now. Let's see can the black shirts take it off him.
And it looks like Cypress Bay actually go for 2 points right here from that offsides that they collected from Boyd Anderson.
And you know what's coming, Coach? Quarterback sneak.
You think so, Coach?
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, no, it's a dive, and he's in
Number
easy.
21 is in very, very
Wow.
easy. My goodness, Matt Days makes it look easy. They are they're bringing in that defense and not leaving anybody on the edge.
Yeah, that was the Matt Days show there, Coach. Cypress Bay has made adjustments. Now it's Boyd Anderson's turn.
And that's one thing you mentioned it, Coach Stout. They're actually just hitting the edges at every moment that they can, and no one's actually closing in. So Boyd Anderson is one thing that they actually have to do is get somebody out there on the perimeter, because I'm telling you right now, Cypress Bay is hitting it at 100 miles per hour, and we saw that was an 80-plus yard, 83-yard touchdown on that one. But like you said, Coach, Jackson was on his bicycle, and he was trying to reel him in, and
he was hawking.
He just, like you said, ran out of real estate. But that's great job and never giving up on a play.
Excellent.
You know.
Well, folks, that happened in a total of 19 seconds. We've got 11 minutes, 41 seconds left in the second quarter. The score is now 15 Lightning, 7 Cobras, and the Lightning are getting ready to kick off to the Cobras. And let's see what the Cobras, how they're going to answer back. Kick is up high.
He got it out of there.
He kicked it into the end zone. I was watching that young man warm up. He's got some thighs on him.
Yes, he does. That's Mr. Jonathan. I believe his name is Samarine. And my goodness, that is a foot. That is a golden
Coach,
foot.
he's banging with the wind, against the wind. Who cares where the wind is? Just let me kick it.
He can kick that into a hurricane. I think he still make it out of there. I mean, that was a boot. I mean, and you know he practiced that. And Coach, like you said, we're watching that during pregame, and he was booting it literally from the 50, doing a great job at it as well.
Cypress Bay is on defense. Boyd Anderson on offense. Looks like Cypress Bay is back out in their 40 front. And
Boyd Anderson looks to be in that pistol triple. I'm sorry, we call it a pistol triple. And it's that pistol formation with trips to the right.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Look out. Look
Over
out.
the middle. Quarterback takes off. Hankerson, that's one of his specialties. You better watch out. He picks up 10, 20, about 25-yard line. 25 yards on that pickup. First down. Wow. Quick.
Explosive, Coach. There's that speed I was talking about earlier. Let's see, can Cypress Bay stay with this speed?
And I'm telling you right now, Boyd Anderson.
Right now they're spreading them out, Coach.
Boyd Anderson's going to have to continue to go into this no huddle. It's keeping Cypress Bay honest.
Well, Coach, the middle of the field is going to always be open when you're playing a 41.
There's a throw deep to 80. Lopez. Boy, there's two of them standing there. I think they were a little too tight. Broken play for the Cobras. Number 15 was out there. Mitchell Jones and also Renard Warren, and it went through Warren's hand, but I'm not sure they were supposed to be that close to each other.
There's a flag. It looks like an illegal chop against the Cobras.
That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt.
That's an illegal chop, folks. That's a big penalty. That's 15.
But back to that play, Coach. Again, I was always taught when you have two receivers in one spot, you definitely don't want one man guarding two. And in that aspect, Hallman, the actual DB, was able to block two men at one time because you had two receivers in the same location. Not a good job.
Yeah, that made it easy for that defensive back there. He could check both of them without much space being covered.
First down and 25 yards now for Hankerson. He's got two receivers to the right. He's throwing a little swing to the left. It's another flag flies. There's a good pickup on the play, but I'm afraid it's going to be back. They may get another one. Yep, they'll get a personal foul for hitting them late out of bounds, but they probably got a hold over here. Back judge is throwing the flag, so we've got a personal foul against the Lightning out on the sideline. Let's see what the back judge calls.
Well, Coach, there's laundry everywhere on the field. There's flags here, flags there, flags over there. We're going to find out what they're going to call.
I think they ran out of flags to throw, actually. I mean, you saw, I wish I had a flag to throw out there. I mean, everybody was in on the play, so I'm like, hey, let me throw a flag.
Next week, Coach, I'll bring us some flags so we can throw a few.
From the window, we're close enough to the field to call it.
If we don't like the play, we will throw the flag. We will have NCRA on the flag.
And folks, while they figure out what they're going to do here, they're talking to the Lightning. Do not miss tomorrow night. We will be live at Lockhart Stadium, the one and only game in Broward County this year out of Lockhart Stadium, and it will be the annual Soul Bowl.
Yes.
Dillard against Ely, and we are looking for some fireworks. It's always a good one.
Absolutely, Coach. I mean, this is a traditional game that's been going on for a very long time. The best of Fort Lauderdale in some regards, and the best of Pompano in some regards, all going at it. And it's, again, a long tradition, the game, and it should be a lot of excitement. It's a very well-hyped game, and we'll see Tigers versus the Panthers, you know, and let's see what they're going to go through. It should be fun.
Well, that was an offsides. I'm sorry. Yes, offsides, hold, and personal foul. Now they're going to walk off personal foul. Another one. Three
that was another chop block, Coach.
That's 3 penalties on the Cobras.
So basically, there was no penalty on the Cobras. I'm sorry, on behalf of the Cobras.
Personal foul.
Oh, okay,
They got the personal foul back, so they've run back and forth. And let's see where we are.
All those flags for nothing. We're still where we started at, Coach.
We are where we started, aren't we? First down and 25 and 10:59 on the clock. That was a good dance.
Yeah, that was exciting for the officials. They're going to get a little exercise in.
Although it was a big gainer that they had to bring back. And, yes, tomorrow night is a live stream from the NCRA Sports Network. And any of these games you can watch again on our archives, our broadcast archives. And tonight's game, obviously, is in the Florida broadcast. It's running live on NCRA Sports. It's running live on live stream and also on Facebook. He's throwing deep. Oh, he was there. Got bumped up a little bit, jammed up. Good play by the corner.
Jackson wanted a pass interference, but to be honest with you, the ball was uncatchable. So, I mean, they're not going to call that. But that was a good job in trying to get the pass out there. And we're going to see.
Another penalty on the play, an eligible man downfield against the Cobras, and it's going to back them up again. I don't know if they're even going to take this one, Coach. They're already back 25 yards. So,
well, I wouldn't take it, Coach, but we'll see.
Yeah, with these.
But, Coach, Mr. Jackson's going to learn once he goes to the next level where he'll be, you'll learn how to draw those penalty flags. Once you go down the field, the ball's out, just take a leap at the ball, and when he bumps you, you get the flag.
Exactly.
Hey, like they always say, I mean, there's just certain things that you cannot coach, and acting is one of them.
Well, it brings up second down and 25. Hankerson's rolling to the left. He's
got a man wide open. Oh, and he overthrew him. That was Jackson.
Action Jackson wide open down the field sprinting. That had to be broken coverage.
That was 6, Coach. That was 6. And again, you already said it before in the first quarter, Coach. Watch out, because number 2 was a little bit too quiet. And twice in a row, you're looking at 2 plays that tried to get to him. And unfortunately, Action Jackson couldn't come up with that pass. And unfortunately, Hankerson couldn't get that ball in. A little bit too much air under the ball.
Coach,
wow.
Jackson is a beast. You force feed your beast. On any team, you force feed him.
Yeah, and you don't wait too late to do it either.
Exactly, Coach.
A lot of whistles.
We started out with a very clean game, Coach, you were speaking of earlier.
Yep. And we've gone a matter of 30 seconds in a matter of about 10 minutes. It slowed down substantially.
Yeah, it looks like the cleaning is out for tonight.
And here we go. It's third down and long, 25. Hankerson looks right. He throws it to the left. It's almost picked off. My goodness.
They were trying to get that one to Jackson again, Coach.
That was number 51. It almost had a score. He'd have picked that off Jason Ray. That's an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, 6'2", 290 senior. It's a good thing it was a lineman hit him in the hands.
Yeah, Coach, Jackson ended up playing defense before he actually got on defense.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what you want. And everybody stayed home. That is discipline from the Cypress Bay Lightning defense right there.
Justin McDonald back to punt.
And Alex Montgomery is back to receive.
Fourth down and forever.
Coach, he's standing about the 38-yard line awaiting this punt.
Ooh. Low driving
It's another
punt.
roller.
Roll.
That's a knuckleball, but it takes a very good coach.
It's going to roll forever. Not like those Dade County where Mr. Cook would have hovered right over there and scooped it. And whoop.
That's 61 yards, Coach, on that punt.
Not to mention, Coach, I mean, you're looking at that thing. It never ran out of gas. I mean, it kept driving itself all the way to the opposite goalpost there. That was a great job. And, again, it's not the most prettiest kick, but, man, it's extremely effective. And it's getting the job done right now as Cypress Bay looks to be like on the 8-yard line. And we're looking at it right now, second quarter, 10 minutes and 22 seconds. Cypress Bay is up 15. Boyd Anderson, 7.
Coach, it looked like he used a sand wedger to get it down there, but he got it to green again.
He topped the ball bad, but it rolled and rolled and rolled.
To the tune of 61 yards, Coach.
Yeah. You guys are using these golf analogies. I have no idea what you're talking about, but great job.
Gives us up the middle, quick trap. Number 28 takes the ball. That's Josh Kaiser, running back 5'9", 190-pound senior.
Coach, when you play Cypress Bay, you have to play well-disciplined defense. They have so many actions on every single play. You just have to do your job. The key to playing defense against them is 3: alignment, assignment, and find the football.
He picked up about 7.5, 8 yards on that play, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Give us to the tailback right up the middle. He's hit immediately. It's who has down in there. I don't see Young walking around. That was number 57 that brought him down. And we'll pick up number 57 is Terrence Austin. It's 3rd down. He didn't pick up anything, so we're 3rd down and about 3.
Looks like about 3rd and 3, Coach. 3rd and 2.5.
And they are just about at the 15-yard line.
I would go for a hard count on this one, Coach.
Looks like movement by Cypress Bay.
Yes, when I meant for the hard count, I meant that for the defense, not the offense. But, I mean, hey, I mean, when you do it so well, it fakes everybody out.
That'll back him up 5 yards, make a big difference in the complexion of the play. Be 3rd down and about 6 or 7.
See, Coach, these are championship downs. Championship downs are who can get off the field on 3rd down. That's how you win championships.
Absolutely, every time, on every level.
Got an offset eye. Counter. Throwing it over here
wide
to the
open.
right side, wide open. The fullback, number 28, a big hit. He is taking it down the sideline. And Mr. Jackson, number 28, takes that ball, and he picks up big yard. Josh Kaiser.
But, Coach, did you see that block by number 9, that peel black block by number 9, Mr. Blake Warbington? My goodness.
Coach, it was a great block, but I don't think he got his head in front.
Big blind side.
Wow.
Unsportsmanlike, Coach.
Ooh, so that will be coming back. I mean, that was an absolutely, again, with all the rule changes nowadays, the game has changed dramatically and drastically over the course of the years. And back in the day, I mean, that right there was on your highlight tape. Now you penalized for it, but I would still put that on my highlight tape, Coach.
Oh yes, Coach. The rules have definitely changed quite a bit from earlier high school days to now. It's you can't do a lot of things. Once you make a big hit, you can't taunt the guy, and that's what he received the penalty for, taunting. Because the block apparently was clean.
We've got a 1st down here at the 45-yard line, or a 44-yard line. That was a 15-yard mark-off, and it was about a 43-yard gain for Kaiser. The give is once again to number 21. He is taken down real quick by number 13, Christian Irving. Great to call his name. That's the first time we've called his name in 4 games.
Absolutely.
And he shot that gap. He was through there lickety-split.
Yes, Coach, he shot that gap, and he wasn't stopping until he found the ball carrier.
That brings up 2nd down and about 15.
I mean, that's one of those you hit, you actually make sure that you wrap, and you roll. And that's exactly what he did. That was a great job.
Yes.
Okay, Cypress Bay is going with tight to the right, twins to the left, strong eye. Quarterback under center. Play action.
He's
looking deep.
Flicks it. Number 10, not there. Action Jackson was running it down. Number 10, Alex Montgomery. It was overthrown, but he was open in between those DBs.
Yeah, he looked like he had a step, but I don't like throwing the ball at Jackson because he's pretty fast. He threw that ball inside, Coach, and the safety actually had a better shot at it than he did.
Yeah, he was running it down quick.
And you got to keep that kind of pass outside.
And not to mention, if you notice, just to show his speed, Jackson actually playing clear across the field and almost had a chance at that ball. I mean, that is speed.
That'll be 3rd and 15 from their 39-yard line.
Quarterback's in the gun.
7:39 in the second quarter.
Motion. Corners are bailing. Draw.
Right up the middle, number 54 takes him first and then cleans him up is Mr. Young.
All day, every day, Young. That's exactly what he's there for. I mean, again, here we are in the second quarter, little less than 7 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we're looking at a ball game, and I love it. Young does a good job with that motor that he has. He never stops every play, and the reason why he's been so quiet, they've been actually double and triple teaming him.
That's got to burn a coach up.
Jackson
Kaiser
comes
goes
out.
43 yards, and then all of a sudden the brakes hit because of a penalty. Punt is up. Short punt.
Jackson's out. Number 4, Zachary Hill's in, and they do not field it.
You know, they down it around the 34, 35-yard line where the Cobras will pick it up 1st and 10 with 6:52 remaining in the second quarter. The Lightning is up 15-7. And again, I go back to that play where Kaiser just picked up 43 yards on a little misdirection. And all of a sudden, you get the next play, it shuts this thing down because you have a penalty, and you end up in their zone, back with a penalty, backed up, and you got to punt the ball after a big play like that.
Right, Coach, and that's where mistakes kill you. Because the only thing they did do positive here was they changed field position.
Right.
Because they started on their own 8, and to get the other team to the 24-yard line coming out, it's a good job of changing field position, but they had an opportunity to actually do more.
Well, let's see what Hagerson's going to do with this one. Plenty of time. He throws it quick outside.
On the quick toss.
Picks up maybe 2 or 3.
Yep, and that was Mr. Gavin Anderson, number 25, on the tackle. Good job in staying home.
Pass completed to Raynard Warren there.
Looks like he may have picked up about 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. He's
and Boyd Anderson is going back into that no huddle to keep Cypress Bay honest and on their feet. And it looks like
them play cover 2. They're in a cover 2 shell.
Hagerson
Option. Flag.
Lopez is cutting back across the field.
Ball
Fumble.
down.
Oh my goodness.
Fumble on the play. Looks like Cypress Bay. It's a battle at the bottom of the pile, folks. We never know who has it.
And Coach, so much goes down at the bottom of that pile. We all know you may get sucker punch, you may get a thumb to the eye. Anything can happen down in that pile, and that's the worst place on the field to be, outside of the bench.
Yes, Coach, and they indicate Boyd Anderson has retained possession.
Ball's on the 25-yard line, so let's see what the call is.
And it looked like Mr. Lopez that was actually on that pitch right there, and they just tried to do a little bit too much, and in doing that, it got a little careless with the football.
When he was trying to cut back.
Personal foul, blow to the head.
Wow. That's 3rd or 4th personal foul, Cobras. 60 yards worth of personal fouls. Get it over with now. He's getting ready to play playoff game next week.
And right now, Coach, I mean, you're looking at a lot of penalties going on, and we're only in the first half. I mean, we got quite a few yards in penalties right now, and you know, what was two perennial teams that were very clean and disciplined when it comes to penalties. Both teams have now become really, really sloppy and gaining penalties on both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and even special teams.
Wow, we're backed up on about the 10-yard line. It's 2nd down and about 20.
Coach, I saw one team get 24 penalties Wednesday night.
Was it yours?
Yes, Hialeah got 24 penalties for 255 yards. Unbelievable, Coach.
Well, we've got a timeout on the field, and as they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school football from the NCRA Sports Network. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network. the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
And we are back to live action. It's a long ways to go for the Cobras. Second down in about 20 yards. Back up there around their 10-yard line.
It looks like they're at the 16, Coach.
16, okay. It's kind of hard. We're down low, folks, only about 12, 14 feet up above the ground. Hankerson throws a screen. Number 18, Warren. There's nowhere to go. It's all white jerseys. My goodness. All white jerseys.
Yeah, a host of them, Coach.
That was a jailbreak.
Yeah. The welcoming committee over there.
He may have lost a few yards. Yep, he did. It's going to bring up third down in forever. Back to almost the 5-yard line now.
And one thing you got to take in consideration too, Coach, is that the skill players are trying to do a little bit too much. One thing they're trying to, they make the first man miss, but one thing you don't do, you don't get back into traffic. I would say you do your little wiggle, hit the outside. Don't come back on the inside, because that's where the host team is coming and trying to take your head off.
See, what's happening here is Cypress Bay is matched up with a lot of speed, so they're playing cover 2. So what they're doing is taking away the outside and giving you the middle of the field. Boyd Anderson has to work the middle of the field.
Here we go. Hankerson's got the ball. He runs it right up the middle on an option. He gets back to about the original, just short of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up fourth down and about 12. And the Cobras are going to have to punt.
It was a great open field tackle by Dudley Gordon, number 4, the safety of Cypress Bay. I mean, he probably saved the first down because Hankerson was rolling.
He was rolling. He cut that up in the middle, and he saw something and picked up about 10, 12 yards.
Well, let's see if Justin McDonald can find his driver again, Coach.
And hopefully the Lightning doesn't figure out that if they just line everybody up on the left side, because he's going to take 3 steps to the right and kick that low driver. Okay, here they go. Now he must be moving.
Trick play here.
Oh, boy, bad snap. It looks like it's a fake. It's a throw deep. He overthrows Warren. Oh, my goodness gracious.
That was dangerous. I don't know about that one.
I'm sure with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, Warren was wide open, but Coach.
Quarterback missed him. Well, he's not the quarterback, but he was passing the ball, so he was responsible for being the quarterback.
I mean, but you actually saw the fake coming. I mean, it was like it was actually not developed properly. I mean, you saw it coming a mile away.
25-yard line of the Cobras, and they fake a punt.
That's a short field.
Fourth down with a lot of time left in this game.
We know a couple of teams that would, well, one specific, but we know a couple of teams that would do that with no problem, no hesitation.
Well, the Lightning takes over. 25-yard line of the Cobras. Watch out. This is where they need Mr. Young, and they need to pinch down on him. Bam. Good shot by number 1. McDonald wanted it back.
That's number 21, Matt Days on the carry.
Days did a good job in making sure that he stayed up and down the field, and that's one thing you notice. And out of these two teams, with Boyd Anderson, they have so much speed, but I think they sometimes run themselves out of a play. They try to do a little bit too much of the wiggle, and sometimes they'll try to lose 10 yards to gain 15. And with Cypress Bay, you see Days, he's straight north and south, one cut, and he's upfield.
Yeah, Coach, he's a tremendous athlete. Here we go. They're under center in the eye again. Play action. He's rolling. He's looking. He throws.
To the left side of the field. Oh, my goodness. It's picked off. It's picked off by Warren. No, it's number 19. Wow. Number 19 picks the ball up. That is Justin Yoberson. Wow. And the Cobras strike back as the quarterback.
That was an ill-advised throw by number 18 there,
Yes, it was,
Mr.
Coach.
Tay Lewis. You don't ever want to be late, and then not to mention, not only was it late, Coach, it was a jump ball, and but his was that Montgomery number 10?
Yeah,
he was way on the outside. He had no time to go back and go get the ball. I mean, I'm not really sure what Mr. What's his name again? Mr. Lewis was actually thinking about on that one, Coach.
Well, Coach, as we always say, when you throw the ball late back across your body, across the middle, two things can happen: bad and worse.
I got
Yeah,
that.
and the worst case scenario just happened, Coach.
2 plays later, the Cobras have the ball back, and Hankerson's going to take off again with the option. They saw something the last time he ran it. He almost gets up to the first down. Coach, this was 2 plays. Great field position by the Lightning. Coach, the quarterback makes a bad decision, throws the ball up in the end zone, and these guys, these guys for the Cobras are serious defensive backs. They're going to take that ball and they're going to pick it. You're lucky they don't take it to the house.
Yeah, Coach, I think that Cypress Bay, I would have just kept running the football because pound the ball down the field.
2 minutes.
With 2 minutes left in the half, 2:38 left in the half. However, they wanted to go for the jugular. I was always told by a great coach of mine, Jackie Sherrill, you can't win a game in the first half, but you sure can lose one.
I like that. Jackie Sherrill was absolutely right. They measured, they're short by about 3-4 inches. Again, it's 2:38 remaining in the second quarter. The Lightning is up 15-7. They went for 2 and they got it, but the Cobras have 2:38 to do something with this before the half, and they are in their own 34, 33-yard line, and they've got the weapons to do it. It'll bring up second down and inches.
Yeah, Coach, and once they get down there, if they can just punch this in, going for 2 is nothing new for Boyd Anderson. They're good at that. Along with another team not down the road, they're Northeast. They like to go for 2.
Yes, they do. And here we go. One of those plays where you could probably launch one out there.
Let's see. I don't see Hankerson at quarterback. We actually have number 18, Coach, at quarterback.
Warren.
Mr. Warren.
And they're playing cover 3.
It's going to be a Wildcat. It is a Wildcat. Warren, he drops the ball again.
He's got to hold on to the ball, Coach.
He was lucky to get back on that ball. He probably lost about 1 or 2 or 3 yards there. That was dangerous.
But I'm not understanding why you would actually call that particular play, Coach, for second down in like inches. I mean, that's one of those. Hey, beef on beef. Go for it.
Either hit it and get it, or go deep. You got to play.
Exactly, Coach. I'm looking for a home run or we get a first down.
Well, the Lightning is taking timeout. It's 1:45 remaining in the second quarter with 15-7. The Lightning are up as they take a timeout. We, too, will take a timeout. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
And we are back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. It is 1:45 remaining in the second quarter with the Lightning up 15-7. Cobras third down and about 2 yards, but the clock is what they're working against right now. They tried a Warren on a play. He laid it down and got it. Now Hankerson takes the ball. He's throwing it up here, a little fade pattern, and
that's a little hole in there. Number 1 is too much contact, Coach. Too much contact.
Yeah, I mean, he has the name of Dion, but it's definitely not Sanders, Coach. That was Dion Holman, and they've been picking on him all night. They've been going after him. I mean, those 2 big plays on the right-hand side in the first quarter were both on him, and he couldn't hang on to him. That was
to his defense, Coach. He's at an unfair advantage, playing all this speed, bump and run. And Cypress Bay, outside of Miramar and maybe Everglades and Flanagan, they haven't seen this kind of speed all year long.
Right, and Romello out here has got some speed, and he did a good job making the interference happen. He he was a good acting. He did a good acting job. It'll bring up first down. We're right out here close to midfield with the Cobras with the ball with 1:39 remaining in the second quarter. This is where they're dangerous. Hankerson throws exact same play. Wow, almost picked off that one. Got to put a little higher and outside. Right, QB, coach?
Yes, sir. You got to get it high outside and to the outside shoulder. See, what quarterbacks in high school don't understand, they try to throw the ball to the receiver. I teach my quarterbacks to throw the ball to a spot. Let your receiver get to it.
All day, every day.
Right, timing. Second down and 10, but more importantly, 1:33 remaining in the second quarter.
See, but Coach, they've set number one up right now. He's looking for the go route. All they have to do is go 15 yards down the field and turn outside for a comeback. It's wide open because he'll still be running.
Yes, he is. He's looking over the middle.
That's
It's
the middle.
a great catch by Warren. What a great catch.
On the completed pass.
Nice catch on the fingertips for 15-yard completion. It's first down.
And right now they're going into a 2-minute offense right now, Coach, trying to make sure that they hurry up and get something out of this drive that they're doing. That was, like you said, Coach Warren did a great job in snagging that all hands.
Beautiful, beautiful catch. Soft hands, 1:22 and counting remain in the second quarter. He's looking left. He's looking right again. There you are, picking on number one.
They are.
Yes.
And I'll tell you one thing, Dion did get away with, he got away with a little hold on that one. He was holding the back of his jersey, and he did a good job in making sure that you hide that. But good job in making sure the defense stayed disciplined, and they know that they're going for the end zone every time.
Well, Coach, what Boyd Anderson has done, they've thrown the ball outside, but where they have to throw the ball is where you saw the big completion. The middle of the field is what they're giving them in that cover two shell.
Absolutely, and we look like we got trips left open in the pistol.
1:14, the clock is running. Hankerson reverses his field. He slips around and slides. He loses 5 yards. More importantly, the clock is running. It's just coming up under 1 minute. Doesn't look like, yes, they're stopping the clock with 1 minute left in the second quarter. Hankerson tries to reverse his field, lost about 5 yards. It's third down and 15. As they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports from the NCRA Sports Network. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network. And we are back to live action with 1 minute remaining, folks, in the first half, with the Lightning up 15-7. Hankerson just lost 5 yards. It's third down from the 45-yard line of the Lightning. Hankerson takes it. He's looking deep to the left.
And he's got a man, Coach.
And the catch is almost just outside. It was a good throw to Ashton Jackson.
He had it on his hands, Coach.
But he threw it where nobody else could catch it.
Excellent throw.
And at the same time, Coach, and I want to make sure that we do take notice that tonight, most likely, it is senior night. This is senior night for, it's the last home game of the season. And, right now it looks like a lot of these seniors are actually trying their best to make sure they come out with a W.
Hold up, Coach. I hate to interrupt you here, Coach, but I have to. You went for it on fourth down on your 25, and now you're on the 45 and you're punting. I don't quite get it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we never know, Coach.
54 seconds left, second quarter, and he does punt it. Kicks a nice one off to the right side. Lopez is over there. Will down it at about the 16-yard line, but
that surprised me, Coach. I actually thought with like 40 seconds left in the half, with them not being a passing team, I might have just went for it there.
I think they're content in just going into the half with just being down by 8. But again, I agree with you, Coach. I would have went for that one. I mean, heck, they're not stopping that middle, that dragging in the middle of the field. Keep going.
Well, we've got 42 seconds left. The Lightning has the ball on their own 16-yard line.
And Boyd Anderson is now in the 52.
Man in
Motion out. They finally moved someone out with him. He's rolling right. He's looking. He is going to throw. He completes it. He's out of bounds.
Stops the clock up around the 23, 24-yard line. Close to the first down. Picks up about 9 yards. Brings second down and about 1 or short 2. Only knocked off a couple seconds on the clock. Still 34 seconds.
I'm thinking that they're going to actually try to get their phenomenal foot a chance at the field goal. I mean, he may be able to kick it from here. The way he's been moving.
He's pretty good, Coach. But they're going to need quite a few yards, and those kind of passes aren't going to get there with 24 seconds or 34 seconds.
They're going to need about 50 yards. Just rolling to the left this time. He's trying to look over the shoulders. Nobody open, and guess who's after him? Number 54 and 57. Oh, my goodness. Ball hit number 12 in a very bad place.
Right in the hands.
Coach, I remember back in the day, like back in the 80s, that they used to have this stuff called Stick'em. And I think they need to go ahead and bring it back.
80s, you can go all the way back to the 70s with that stuff.
Well, Coach, I was born in 79, so I'm only going with what they were told me.
The gloves aren't working, huh, Coach?
I mean, but back in the day,
That's
Coach,
back when they put tape on skin.
Yeah, that was a guy by the name of Lester Hayes who was swamped in it. I actually played against this character.
But, Coach, I mean, again, I was always talking to my receivers, take your gloves off. I want to see what your hands are like. They actually think that gloves make you catch better, and it's not. It's not the truth, Coach.
24 seconds remaining, third down and about 13. The run is up the middle. He picks up a few, and number
nice
20
tackle.
just lays him out.
That is a nice tackle.
That was Tayshawn Griffith. Man, that was a beautiful hit. And he was trying to cut back on that hit. 18 seconds remaining. There's a timeout called by the Lightning.
I wouldn't be surprised right now, Coach, to see Cypress Bay go with a bunch of formation a bunch of patterns where it's going to be a bunch of outs to get closer to where they think that this field goal kicker can actually boot the ball into a field goal for 3 points. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if they don't try something that would allow them to do that. Maybe even a trick play, maybe a flea flicker of some sort. But I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Either that or Cypress Bay, they wouldn't have taken a timeout for anything.
Coach, what I've seen this year that's been very successful in Dade County, teams throwing the double pass.
Yes.
The double pass has been very successful for some reason or another because, Dade County, they play that up-in-your-face aggressive defense. So you really, the safeties bite, everyone bites, and you look down there and the kid's downfield catching the ball like a punt. A touchdown.
Absolutely.
Well, we're 18 seconds left in the first half. Cypress Bay with first down. It really doesn't matter the down. They only have a couple plays, and you may need a trick play here. They faked to give. Got Young on his back, but he turns back to throw it back to the back, trying that trick play again. He's out of bounds. He can't catch the ball. Number 21, there's 9 seconds left. And before the halftime, folks, don't leave us because we're going to look at the highlights from the Monarch Northeast game, and you'll have doing the commentary of that play-by-play will be Damian Hunt and Coach DC. That game was a 20-20 ball game, late in the ball game until Mr. What was our quarterback's name on Monarch's side when he threw that?
That was Pasquale Becker Burgess. He even took ownership when we did the interview. It's like, Coach, I threw a couple of bad passes, and that was one that I wish I had back. But that was a good job. Cypress Bay take a knee.
They're going to take a knee, and as they take a knee, we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. As we do, you can stay with us because we're going to come back, and we are going to show you the highlights from last week's Friday night game of the week with Northeast Hurricanes against the Monarch Knights. It was a shootout, and we'll be right back. This is High School Sports brought to you by the NCRA Sports Network.
You're watching. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
Well, folks, we are back here live at Cobra Stadium, and I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has been so polite to have us over here, especially the announcer of the game, which has given some good kudos to NCRA Sports Network. And we're going to do something that we do every week, and that is we're going to show you the highlights from the previous game of the week, and that game was Monarch Knights against Northeast Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are in the playoffs. Monarch Knights were playing for pride, and they had the Hurricanes up on the ropes. And what we'll do is we've got Damian Hunt and Coach DC will take you through these highlights.
Tonight, our seniors.
Yes, Damian, we were live at this game with Monarch. Monarch looked very good early on. You know, they had Northeast on their heels.
Except for this play, Coach. This is the play that we thought Northeast would actually capitalize on with the botched snap over the quarterback's head. And to no avail was Northeast able to punch this in. As a matter of fact, I believe they fumbled and gave Monarch the ball literally right on the half-yard line.
Right. They actually fumbled, Coach, and Monarch has the ball. They were driving. They were making a few plays here. And, you know, Coach, what I saw was they were able to complete passes down the field against Northeast.
Absolutely, and you saw on this play right now, Becca Burgess was actually able to connect with his receiver down the middle of the field because it was open in such a fashion where they had no other choice. And what Coach Calvin Davis is doing over there at Monarch is absolutely stupendous. I mean, this team had the district champs literally reeling, and literally to the very, very last second did they have an answer to what Monarch was doing. Becca Burgess was doing a great job all night.
Yes, and Monarch's defense did a great job all night. They were able to contain that high-powered offense. This kid was really elusive here. This is Burgess. He really made a lot of people miss, Coach.
He did, Coach. He did a great job of making sure he kept his eyes down the field. And one thing that was very impressive is that the young man, here you see the score at 0-0, and they just couldn't do anything. But there was this one particular play, and I believe this is the play right here, that they go into a swinging gate, and it just completely confuses Northeast. As you see, look at them right now, Coach. They were looking for answers, and Northeast had none.
Yeah, Coach, I didn't have any for that one either, you know. And all of a sudden, here we go. They're running option. They're throwing pass. They're doing a little bit of Purdue. They're doing a little bit of everything.
And that running back right there was Darius Hoggins, and he did a great job of making sure he had 150 plus yards on the ground, and to no avail were they able to capitalize on the extra point.
Well, Coach, Darius Hoggins, I'd hate to be one-on-one in open field with him.
And this is Wallace right here on the kick return. Great job, and he was one person away from taking that to the house. Yeah. And good job. That was a shoestring tackle by Monarch covering team.
Yeah, one guy was able to drag him down there and save 6.
And you're looking at right now Northeast High School doing everything that they could possibly do. This is something that you don't want to happen, and that's losing that looks to be like around 15 to 20 yards he lost. And you would like for your quarterback to get to the edge and try to throw that ball away if it's possible.
See, Northeast stayed in their spread, and this was was this the reverse? No. This is zone read, and here we go. He's off and running.
Not the fastest quarterback that we've seen this season, but I tell you, very effective, and he even got extra yardage out of that because they hit him late. That was a great job. They actually even also kept Mr. Stacy Coley to literally almost no catches at all. But, of course, he was going to find the end zone by hook or by crook.
Right, Coach. Stacy Coley is one of those athletes that, you know, he's scary every time he's on the field. You never know what's going to happen. Right here you'll see Northeast punch it in, tie the score at 6-6.
Absolutely. They missed a 2-point conversion that we didn't see on there. And here we go, Becca Burgess again. That slant was killing them all night, Coach. They had no answer. The linebacker kept getting sucked in and got caught looking in the backfield. And they were doing this in the entire game. I believe if they would continue that play, Coach, we're talking about a different outcome.
Oh, yeah, Coach. That slant, no one could handle it. And here comes Hoggins again.
And we had number 3 on number 3. That was Stacy Coley in on the tackle right there and did a good job in just trying to keep his man up. But Northeast, I mean, the defense was not doing well.
Tayshawn Griffin, been escorted by Hector Griffin.
That was a touchdown by, that was number 3 there, Coach.
That was number 3, Coach. And again, what we're doing right now is just recapping right quick. And we're looking at it right now with Northeast. And here we go with the ending around by Stacy Coley. He catches the edge, and he catches fire. He's out.
He catches the win, Coach, and it is over. This is tremendous speed by this tremendous athlete.
Yeah, and again, he does it with such ease and such finesse, Coach. It was so easy for him.
Coach, he reminds me of a kid by the name of a Randy Moss kind of frame, the way he's long and runs well. So right now, Monarchs up 13-12.
Again, another missed opportunity for the 2-point conversion for Northeast.
And here he is. He's back to pass. He's ducking. He's swerving. He's curving. And he's down.
That was, I think, one of the very few times that Northeast actually got a hold of him and actually placed him on the field.
Yep, we have Northeast on offense here. Very high snaps most of the night. They actually hurt Northeast on the high snaps. And you see that host of black shirts there just kind of swarming over the white-shirted Northeast Hurricane. Quarterback's back long, looks long, throws long, and it is picked off. Excellent play by that safety from Monarch. Monarch is a well-coached team, Coach.
They are, Coach. They are. And, again, like I said before, Calvin Davis, which is, a high school classmate of mine at Deerfield Beach High School, an alumni, done a great job. He went from being an offensive coordinator to now being the head coach, and he called this game. He did a great job in calling this game. I mean, that quick slant all day long. And I think the zone read literally gave Northeast such a fit that they were more about the zone read than they did that quick slant that was killing them all night.
Yes, Coach. Speaking of the reads, here it is again.
And I'm looking at Darius Hodgins, Coach. You're talking about a young man that, he has some wiggle to him, but he'd much rather go north and south, and that's what you want. You don't want so much east and west. You want a lot more north and south, and there you go. You see Monarch up 13-12 because of all of the missed opportunities on extra points for Northeast.
Coach, here's that slant again, Coach, and this time he goes to the house.
He took that to the house, Coach, and again, that's that is number 4. And the thing is, Becca Burgess actually has a brother on the squad, and that's actually him right there doing a phenomenal job. And, I mean, great piss and catch, and that's what you want out of your football team. And that put Monarch up 20-12. But to no avail, you're looking at Northeast also to make sure that they come back. There you see the botch snap.
Yes, we do, Coach. And that was a problem all night, Coach. It was a lot of high snaps. And this kid probably has about a 10-foot range, and he couldn't reel them in. They were so high.
No, he couldn't, Coach. But this is when Northeast decided to go ahead and play some ball. It was a great pick right here. And, I mean, you're looking at good job in making sure he kept his eyes downfield. And actually, he just spied on the quarterback and came up with an interception on that one.
Yeah, Coach. Interceptions were the backbreaker for Monarch. The interception is what changed the game at the end.
Absolutely.
Actually changed the outcome of the game. There was an opportunity there. Okay, that was a great throw across the middle, pulled in by Stacy Coley, another one of your All-American Under Armour players.
Yes, he is. He will be representing Broward County in the state of Florida very well. And I watched this kid on YouTube going against the very top-notch DBs of last year and this year, and I'm telling you right now, he is special. And here you go, Wallace again, right up the middle, and hitting the hole with determination
and authority, Coach. That was just straight downhill running. Looking for Coley again, and he finds him.
Well, Coach, I mean, when you got a young man like Stacy Coley, you're gonna look for him every play, and that's his bread and butter.
Yeah, Coach, and when you have Coley on the field, he kind of always keeps your defense on watch.
Absolutely.
Here's Northeast again. They hand it off. It looks like the quarterback wanted to keep it, but he wasn't allowed to.
Nah, that running back was going to make sure that he took that ball in himself. And Monarch again lined up, and He scrambles, and this is the interception, the pick six by Mr. Marquise Miller, and he takes this straight home. Not to the house, home. That was a good job by Miller. And when asked, you know, what was he thinking when that interception came, Coach, you just said, I knew my team needed a big play, and so I gave that big play. And that was the determining score of the game.
I would tell Mr. Miller just a bit of advice. Let's not pull the Chad Ochocinco and drop the ball too early before you cross the goal line.
He did get away with that one, Coach. But it was a great game, tooth and nail. Was very excited about that game. 26-20. Monarch gave the district champs all they could possibly handle. And Monarch, though they're not going to the playoffs, they did a great job. And I'm telling you right now, teams better watch out for Monarch Knights for the years to come. Because if not, they're going to get busted in the mouth. I'm going to call it right now. If they're not the district champs next year, they're definitely going to be runner-up. I'm putting it out there right now, Coach.
Well, it was great highlights. I'm back with you. This is Glenn Stout. That was Damian Hunt, Coach DC. We're going to take a quick break, and as we do, stay with us. The second half of play will be coming around. They're doing senior night here at the Cobras, but stay tuned. We will be right back with you. This is the NCRA Sports Network.